So welcome back to more Sip the Tally. I'm your host, Coach Evans, and today we're going to talk about, with the season starting yesterday, we're going to talk about Stephon Diggs and his targets, and we're going to get into that. And honestly, I got clips from Diggs and Cooper Kupp, but I'm going to make them separate videos. But they technically could be the two best receivers in the NFL. So what we're going to do on this video is we're going to talk about Stephon Diggs and his routes. And, the next video will kind of focus on Cooper Kupp, and then we'll have a third video from this Thursday night game. Again, you're going to get something from the Thursday night game each week on this More Sip the Tally channel. So I appreciate if you guys lock in and tune in, subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell so you can be notified when they drop. Football season is here. Officially started last night with the Rams and the Bills, and the Bills looked pretty darn good. But let's get into it. I got some time stamps, so we'll go from there. But this is gonna be a long video, but I'm gonna edit so it won't be as long. All right, we got Diggs right here, highlighted, and all these plays about Diggs. So let's kind of see what he got. Then we'll back it up. Just a little end cut. Nothing spectacular about this. Simple end cut versus Jalen Ramsey. Ramsey look like he's playing some kind of catch man. There's nothing he did extravagant here, but just run his route. Got the ball to him. This was early in the game. Got down, got touched. Nothing extravagant about that. Let's go to the next one. All right, see what we got here. Cooper Kupp. I mean, not Cooper Kupp. I'm sorry. I might have said Cooper Kupp the first time. I ain't mean to if I did. Diggs. Right there. If I said Cooper Kupp in the first clip, charge to my head, not my heart. Sorry. But Diggs. And all this is simply find an open space and get to it. This guy's trying to kind of wall him off. He's going to work inside of him and just sit. It's simple pitch and catch. Nothing extravagant about that. That's just this high IQ football. High IQ football. Because reason being I'm saying it's high IQ, because he could have went outside this dude and then tried to get back in this spot. But then this cat has a chance to close down on him. So him kind of slow playing it, letting him widen out, then he worked inside of him. That takes this cat out of the picture. It takes him out of the picture completely. So now all he got to do is catch it and avoid the big hit from this guy, especially once he gets inside of him. So he's widening up. He just gets right inside of him. Looking for the ball right now. He gets it right now. He ain't trying to get a lot of run out the catch. Just get it and get down. He got it, got as much as he could without taking a massive blow, which was still another 5 yards. You got to play receiver under control, especially if you're playing up through the middle. You got to play under control. All right, we got Diggs in motion right here, if I'm not mistaken. Now, what this tells me as a quarterback, that this is zone. So now what it tells Diggs is, whatever his route is, he can find spots in the zone and sit him down. Which is what happened right there. Josh Allen threw a laser. And I'm hitting you with the Dr. Evil quotations. A laser. Threw it back shoulder. So it turned him away from the two defenders. Away from him. And was able to catch it safely without taking a lick. And I got this in here on the Stephon Diggs video. But this is not necessarily a Stephon Diggs highlight. This is a Josh Allen highlight. To be able to back shoulder this and not lead him up in here to where he can get KO'd by these two dudes, that's an amazing freaking throw. Amazing throw. His guy barely gets touched and should have got his block knocked off. That's a great throw. And, Stephon Diggs just did what he did. He just caught the ball. It's more so, I think that's more so on the throw than it is the catch. Look at that. Look at this right here. If he leads him into this, these guys gonna clean his clock off. But he throws it kind of here, and he has to torque his body to catch it away from the defenders. See? So by him catching it right there, he has a chance to brace himself. Had he been led into those guys, he'd have been knocked out. But he throws it away from him, slows him down. And so now he caught the ball. He has the ball already. And is not about to take a massive lick. If he'd have led him into them guys, they'd have knocked his block off. That's a great throw rather than a great route. That's a great throw. It's great concentration by him catching the ball, but that's a great throw. All right, we got Diggs. Where's Diggs? I think this is him coming in motion. I think. If it's not, I'll correct it. Again, no real movement, so I'm thinking zone as the quarterback. They run like a switch, and there's no need for him to keep running because 22's bailing. So I'm going to just sit it down. Josh Allen recognizes it. Diggs recognizes it because I can't run the wheel because he bailing up out of there. He bailing on top of that, so I'm going to just sit it down. He sits it down. It turns into a 1 or 2 yard throw. Ends up being a 2-yard game. But just looking at the smarts, because he comes in motion and we know it's zone. And because 22 bails up out of there, he just sits it down. And you can't see it on this version. Let me go back to the all 22. Hurry up. He just sits it down right there. No need him trying to run the wheel because they back on it. 22 and whoever this is coming down in the box. They own it, 33. So might as well just sit it down, take what they give me, take in what the defense gives me, and, try to play in front of the sticks. Hey, the made it got missed. It been different, but, we'll take that. That's not a negative loss. That's not a loss. A negative loss. That's double negative. I messed that up. Let's go to the next play. All right, we got Diggs down here at the bottom. See what we get. Just a little comeback route that the DB gambled on, and Diggs made him pay. Made him pay, and it's actually late. Honestly, it's a late comeback. He coming off trying to sail vertical, sits it down. Ball should be there now. Should be. But it comes late, and he's still able to work back enough. He works back down the line of scrimmage enough, even though it's only like 1 or 2 yards, to where this guy don't have an effect on it. Had he stayed here and tried to catch that ball, 2 may have not only knocked it down, potentially picked it off. But because he worked back and helped his quarterback out, he's able to get this ball while 2 taking a gamble, misses. He's able to get yards after the catch. So he got 5, 10, 12, 13 yards after the catch. Because he was able to work back to the ball, which kept the separation from number 2. Then he was able to get yards after the catch. All right, we got him versus Ramsey versus Diggs. This is what we're looking for all night. Full 5 don't really work. He releases outside. Ramsey is in great position. Ramsey's in great position. Great position. The ball is already out. It's already out on a back shoulder throw. Jalen Ramsey is in absolute perfect position. But he can't play the ball that early. He just can't. It was a perfect pass, perfect throw, great catch. There's nothing Jalen Ramsey could do here. He didn't go for the foot fire fake. He's on the top shoulder. He's in great position. He's covered. But the back shoulder throw is tough to defend. Stephon Diggs catches it and gets to maybe a half a yard afterwards. And he's woofing about it, but Ramsey's in great position. Look at that. Ramsey's all over him. That's a great throw and a great catch. Ain't much Ramsey could do about that. But that just goes to Stephon Diggs' greatness. Goes to how good Josh Allen is. All right, we got Diggs here at the top up here. Let's see what we get. The end cut. Now, what I like about this one and the reason I put it on there is because it's an in route. It's not an in and stop. But watch when he turns in, he sees Bobby Wagner. Hold on, I went too far. Running his route. Remember, he's at the top of the screen. He looks in. He can see. He knows Wagner's right there. So there's no need to run that. I'm gonna just sit right here, and then if I get the ball, I can maybe make somebody miss. So now he gets it instead of running the end cut. Because I'm sure it was double in. It was in with him. It was in with maybe the tight end, and they was gonna play off of Wagner. But he saw Wagner sitting there, so he cut it short. Josh Allen realized he threw him the ball. So now he's kind of in a pickle, but you can get out of this pickle. You can't get out of this pickle if you run the route right to Bobby Wagner. And he does get out of it. He gets another 2, Another 2 yards because of not just running straight to Bobby Wagner. And not only not getting knocked out, but potentially maybe an interception or a fumble or anything. He realized Wagner was in there. I'm not running in there. Let me catch this ball and get what I can get. High football IQ, man. High football IQ. And then on this play, which everybody was clamoring about, he did nothing special. He just ran his route. And I'm going to teach you a little football right here. Yeah, he caught the ball. He got a touchdown. And it looks like his own Jalen Ramsey. But let's bag up a little bit and talk a little football. And Richard Sherman kind of alluded to it earlier on his tweets. And if I can find a tweet, I'll put it in here. I'll put it on the screen right now if I can find it when I do post. So if they're in some kind of cover 4 or palms look, which what Richard Sherman alluded to, this guy and this guy both are reading this guy. So if he goes out at a certain depth, he's going to take him. If he goes vertical at a certain depth, he's going to take him. If he goes in, he's going to take it. But both players eyes are locked on number 2 if they're in palms. If he runs an out route, Ramsey will take him. He'll take the over top guy. If he runs something in, Ramsey stays with his guy. And what it is because he kind of slow plays what he's doing, and Ramsey watches him too much. He doesn't kind of pay attention to Diggs just running by him. Let me get all this off the screen. What's going to happen is he's going to kind of slow play this little hook curl or whatever, and he's going to take it. But because he kind of slow playing it, Ramsey keeping his eye on him too long because he has a yardage number in his head. I don't know what that yardage number is, but he has a yardage number in his head that if he breaks out, I jump him, this dude get over top. And watch Ramsey's eyes. Ramsey's looking at number 2. He looking at number 2. He looking at number 2. Diggs is starting to run by him. He's still looking at number 2. So at this point, he should run with it. But he's still looking at number 2. And now he's drifting. So now he realized he beat. He beat now. So did he hang too long with his eyes? Yes. He hung too long with number 2 with his eyes. And Diggs was able to run past him. And like I said, Diggs ain't doing nothing special on this. He just ran a 9 route. And caught the ball being thrown to him. That's it. I know this is a Diggs film, but this is mainly on Ramsey and his eyes betraying him. Nothing wrong with his physical attributes from Ramsey. His eyes just betrayed him. This dude got walled out, and he just looked at him too long when he should have locked in on that guy. Because I don't know what his yardage is, what his yardage number is to where he come off of 2. But in palms, both of them guys are watching 2. If 2 would have went quick out, Ramsey would have jumped it. He went over top. If 2 would have went quick in, he would have jumped it. Ramsey would have stayed with him over top. He kind of slow played it and messed up the read, and Ramsey like kind of hung too long on his eyes, and Diggs got the free touchdown out of it. Because all Diggs was running 9 route. That's it. But again, I just wanted to highlight to you what Diggs did versus the Rams, and he had a great game, a great way to start the season off. They had a dominant performance. And I just wanted to give my 2 cents on what he did, and this is what the film tells me. So Diggs is gonna be a problem. The Bills are gonna be a problem, but we'll see. And again, every Thursday you'll get something from the Thursday night game, and you got 2 more videos coming up from this Thursday night game. The next one gonna be on Cooper Kupp and what he did, because again, like I said from the front of the video, Diggs and Cooper Kupp potentially are the number 1 and 2 receivers in the league, and they played in the game, the opener last night. So we'll see what Cooper Kupp did in the next video. I appreciate you guys for coming through and tuning in to more Sip the Tally. The guys that came over from my main channel, I appreciate it. And all the new people, if you like what you saw, hit the like button, please. Subscribe if you want to see more. And again, every Thursday night game will have some kind of video from it. And if somebody goes off on Sunday, we'll have video from that too. So I appreciate you guys coming through to Sip the Tally, more Sip the Tally films. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. I appreciate you. See you soon with the next Cooper Kupp video. And peace, man. Hit the subscribe button. I'm out.